Hi, Rulians. Very simple. In this video, I'm going to break down a sales video that is generating my business anywhere from 15 to 20 usually, but on good days, $30,000 to $35,000 a day in revenue. I want to stress and be completely honest with you, that's not 100% profit because Hyros has a lot of hard cost. However, revenue-wise, I'm going to be spending about $1,500 to $2,000 a day in ads, and we take that in pure hard revenue cash. Long story short, this sales video works, and frankly, I've never seen anything generate an ROI like this. I'm going to break down the exact sales processes, why I'm doing everything in it, and hopefully you can copy some of these tactics for your ads and your sales funnels and get better results than you're doing right now. Because I don't want to toot my horn too hard. I don't know anyone whose funnels convert like this. Actually, I do know one, and he made about $100 million doing it, and a lot of this funnel is based on that funnel. So that being said, enjoy. This is a long video, but I guarantee this is going to be some of the most impactful stuff you ever see. On top of that, I'm going to do one little shameful pitch. If you like what you're seeing right here and you want more of it, you want me to help you with your ads, coach you on your ads, help you grow your business via YouTube, book a consultation with me below. You might be really good for my Ad Master group. We'll hop on a call. We'll break down exactly how you can start scaling your business with YouTube ads, also all the funnels, the copywriting behind it. You should check it out. It's below. Let's begin. All right, boys and girls, listen up. Because I kid you not, people have paid me tens of thousands of dollars for me to explain what I'm about to do for you right here. So that's not to toot my horn. That's the most arrogant way to start. Just pay attention. It's going to be cool content, okay? Sorry to be a jerk. This is worth billions of dollars. But I'm going to walk through this video with you for about the first 7 to 8 minutes, because this is where the magic happens. And again, like I said in the intro, this video right here is easily generating about 20 to, on good days, $30,000 to $35,000 a day. And it's so simple. It's a very, very easy video. And if you understand what I'm doing in this video, especially this 7 minutes right here, I think you'll do really well, because it does really well for me, and I've never seen anything generate this type of ROI. I'm not trying to sound like amazing. After like a decade of doing this, nothing has worked this well. So let's just begin. The first thing you're going to see when we actually load up this video is I have a video playing right here that looks like I'm about to start talking, and then has me counting down, and then it resets. And then I have this arrow right here. Most important thing is you don't want your video to just start right away, because then people aren't prepared for the video. But if you just have an image right there, sometimes people aren't going to make the effort to press the video. So if you get their attention with something going on right here and you're counting down, it gets their attention, and then they can kind of start the video on their own terms. This just works better based on the stats. So let's begin. Let's just cut to the chase. Hyros is a software that combines print tracking and AI optimization, and it will instantly allow you to scale your ads much further. It will allow you to instantly save at least 15% on your ad spend without any decrease in sales. And it will also improve your ad platform AIs and allow them to find you customers cheaper. Guaranteed, literally. We have a 90-day guarantee at Hyros because we consistently and predictably deliver that exact result. All right, so let's talk about those first 30 seconds because they're extremely important. What a lot of people do these days is they just waste so much time in the first 30 seconds introducing themselves or doing something. This is going to apply whether you're doing B2B. This is going to apply whether you're doing B2C. Especially online when people are so used to sales videos at this point. Maybe like back in 2015, people weren't used to sales videos. They weren't used to this, but you really don't have people giving you the time of day, especially if their attention spans they are. So what I like to do is strongly cut to the chase. Because at least in my opinion, B2B, you have to think about the context of the customer. Who's watching this video? It's probably a business person, a person that buys ads, that is so used to business videos and people wasting their time that they are going to give you about a minute. So what I like to do is I like to make a big, huge, bold promise and then guarantee it. And this is one of the benefits of selling a product that always gets results, because then you can do this. Everything I just stated right there, Hyros does. More importantly, instead of focusing on myself or random things, I just simply tell them, look, this is exactly what you're going to gain from this video. I guarantee it. I don't have any benefit to talk to you, because if this doesn't do what I say it does, you don't have to pay for it. That is such a bold hook, Because the reason why this person is watching this video is because they want to make more money from their ads. They want to get the result that they're looking for. If I go hard and heavy with the result and guarantee it and then show all the results, for example, on this page, there's good 20 results of people getting really, really good results with Hyros. There's huge brands. They're going to say, all right, maybe there's something to this. That's what we need to cross right there. That's the line we're looking for. Maybe there's something to this. Now look, I've spent tens of millions of dollars on ads over the course of my career. If you told me what I just told you, I'd say, where do I sign up? As long as I know that it works, and two, as long as I understood how it works, which is what I'm going to accomplish in this video very quickly. Now, first off, you're probably thinking this sounds like a bunch of buzzwords. How do I even know this is real? You know it's real because if you look below on this video, or you look on this video, you're going to see brands like Tom Bilyeu's. Okay, so the next thing that's very important here is I made this huge, crazy promise. And now what I'm doing is I'm telling them, I'm relating to what they're thinking. Because when you make big, bold promises, what most marketers don't do is they don't address that there's an elephant in the room. And the elephant in the room is that people think you're full of BS. They think you're full of it. Okay, no one trusts anybody, and that's exactly how it should be. So what you need to do is say, look, I know what I just told you sounds absolutely nuts. I would think the same thing. And they go, oh, okay, well, maybe this guy's on the same page as me. Then what I do is say, look, here's why it's not nuts. And I need to prove to them that it's not nuts and kill this elephant in the room. What a lot of people do is they just graze past this and they ask for the sale of the phone call. The elephant in the room is still there. And what happens is that elephant comes and swats the phone out of the person's hand and says, this guy's full of crap. You need to think of what a customer is thinking. Think of what a person is thinking before they think it. That's literally all that copywriting is. And you need to think about what they're going to think and what you need them to think at the end of the video. And you need to think about what you're going to say to them and how they're going to react to what you're saying, and then how you're going to counter or build on what they're saying in relationship to their goals or their objective, which is their objective here is to make more money from their ads. If I can just make them understand and truly believe in their heart of hearts that if they sign up for Hyros, they will make more money from their ads and it's risk-free, then they'll do it. So what I need to do right here is I need to knock out the skepticism. ImpactTheory.com using us. You're going to see ClickFunnels.com, Dean Graziosi and Tony Robbins, Mastermind.com. You're going to see one of the largest earning funnels of all time on ClickFunnels, Alex Hormozi's GymLaunch.com. You're going to see people with large reputations when it comes to running ads, such as Dan Henry using Hyros. You're even going to see massive influencers like Full-Time Filmmaker, who has well over 1 million followers on YouTube, using Hyros. Why? Because it works. And so this is just a quick little thing, and it should be abundantly obvious. The number one thing you should really set out to do whenever you make a product is when I first, and this is just a general business tip. When I started Hyros for 6 months, I didn't make any money. Okay, all I did was lose money because I knew that in order for people to believe in Hyros and start believing in our tracking, there had to be results. And so for months and months and months, I got people on for free, and I proved that the system worked. Is this good for making money fast? No, but and also there's nothing wrong with making money fast and going for cash flow. There's two different goals. My goal at Hyros is not the cash flow super quickly. That being said, your number one objective when it comes to making a business should be getting people results, because that's what actually gets your copywriting to work. The reason why this video works so well is because of all the results and proof that I have. So the number one tip I have for you in copywriting is actually make the product good and make it achieve the desired result the person's getting. Because if you can do that, then the copywriting is going to be 1,000,000 times easier. And that should be very clear. If you sell something that works, it's easier to sell. Most people don't get that. Okay, most products don't really achieve what people are promising. Make sure it does that and then get lots of proof that it does. And then what you're going to be able to do is all the words and skepticism is going to be knocked out. What I did there is I said, I know you're skeptical. Here's proof that you're not skeptical. And here's more proof. And then when they're skeptical in the future, they're going to come back to that little pattern I just did. If you even have any more doubts, you can see all these 6, 7, 8, and even 9-figure brands below this video and in this video that have used Hyros to significantly grow their ads much further, save a ton of money. So this first minute and 30 seconds, you need to take away the most powerful sales tactic in the history of anything. If you can, what people sign up for things for is results. If you can just actually come out and say, and this usually only applies in B2B. Usually when you're doing B2C, you have to convince people that they want the results. Okay, and that's a little bit longer of a process. That's why B2C videos, that's why if you see Make Money Online webinars, they're so damn long, because usually you have to convince the person even that they want to make money online. Okay, and the same thing with fitness and other stuff like that. When a person's watching this video, they already have one goal that they want, to make more money from ads. So if I can just say, I know what you want, this is what you're looking for, I'm going to deliver that, and if I can just convince them that I can 100% do that, they're going to sign up. Okay, especially when I remove the risk at the end of this video. And get customers much cheaper because the AI on their ad platforms is more optimized because it's using HiROS print tracking data. And if that wasn't enough, we guarantee those results because at HiROS we have a 90-day happiness-based guarantee, meaning if people don't see those results that I just talked about, they don't pay. So first and foremost, this is real, this is working, and people that you know who are running ads are running this right now. So in this first 2 minutes, I achieved something very powerful. I proved that everything I'm saying is true. That's a great pause. I look like a rodent. Anyways, I convinced them that this is true. That whether they want to sign up for HiROS or not, everything I'm saying right here is true. They can decide whether tracking and improving their ads and optimizing them and making more money from them are important to them enough. But there's no doubt, there's no debate whether HiROS works or not at this point in time. And so I'm in a very powerful position where everything I say after this is going to be taken in a much more trustworthy fashion. There's not going to be a skepticism wall. And the number one thing that stops B2B sales is a skepticism wall. Okay? Same thing with B2C, but the thing that stops B2C sales is not only skepticism, but the desire to actually solve the problem that you want them to solve. In B2B, usually they know what the problem is and they want to solve it. And if you can show them just clear-cut ways that they can make more money with your product, you're going to crush it. That's why I love B2B. Because, for example, if I call up an office and I say, look, I can put this little device in your phones. It's going to allow your closers to close 5% more. That'll make you $100,000 more a year. Give me $10,000 for it. And here's a billion examples that it works. You're going to be making $10,000 sales left and right. That's the type of product I love to design. And look, if that's enough for you and you just want to hop on a call and we'll show you exactly how this works and how it will apply to your business, you can just go below and click one of the setup buttons that is on this page. There's one right. So here's something that I do that's way different than any other sales call funnel. I go for the phone call in the first 2 minutes. Nobody does this. Maybe someone does it. I don't think I'm the first person to go for it. But what I know and what you should think about when you're running a sales video is the context of who you're talking to. A person watching this, if they're a qualified customer for HiROS, they don't have a lot of time. They have a position somewhere. They're either buying media or the CEO of a company. So I just say, like, look, these are the results we get. It's true. It works, and there's absolutely no risk to signing up, and I have no benefit to sell you something that doesn't work, because then you'll just refund, and then it's just a waste of time for everybody. So if that's good enough for you and you just want the results, just book a call. This kills it. Our cost per call plummeted. Below this video, you book a free demo with us. We walk you through how the entire software works, and we'll even set this up for you. So if that's all you need, just go book a call with us right now. We'll set it up just like all the businesses you've seen on this page and all those big brands. Now, if you want to see how this works and why this works, that's what I'm going to explain to you in the rest of the video. So I want to point out one thing here that's very, very powerful that you're not going to notice because the intention is for you not to notice it. You're going to never see me saying or all right or yeah or filling in the blanks in my speech. This is super important when you're talking to people, because when you're saying the reason why people say or fill in the blanks in their speech is because they're insecure. I'm not saying you're insecure and you're like a little baby if you do this. Everybody does this. But the reason why you do it is you believe subconsciously that if you stop making noise, you're going to lose attention. People that are powerful talk like I'm talking right now. They're very comfortable not speaking. And I'm not doing this intentionally right now with the pauses. I'm thinking about what I'm going to say next. They're comfortable with silence and really making sure what they say is the exact thing that they're going to say. So when you're going and speaking and making sales videos, you need to, if you just understand that thought that you're making those noises because you're afraid that people won't listen to you, it will help a lot. But two, what I suggest doing is whenever you say or you say one of these things that you say all the time, you have to say the F word afterwards. You're going to stop saying it really quickly because you're just going to say F. Okay, and I'm not cussing because of the YouTube algorithm. And so it's going to make you not able to communicate. And so you're going to stop saying very quickly. You have to get good at being silent because it really gets you more attention than talking quickly and saying a lot. And I used to do it all the time. I used to say all right, like at the end of every sentence. I was like a Pokemon with a catchphrase. Now, you probably value your time just like me, so I'm going to give you an overview in this video. I'm going to go through it pretty quickly and give you the quick version of why this works. However, if you want the hyper-detailed versions of this, there's videos on how you can scale, how you can save money, and how we use AI, and even how our tech works below this video. So that's a quick little thing I like to do on sales call pages that also nobody else does. So when people come to a sales call page, usually your sales video is meant for everybody, and that's really bad because you're not really going to address anyone's specific concern. You're going to be speaking to tons of people at the same time. What I like to do is I like to make the video very short and to the point and just basically show the benefits and then give them other videos based on the problems they might actually be more interested in and show exactly how I fix that problem. So if you go to this page itself, by the way, like you can go sign up for Hyros below. You can also go look at my consulting YouTube coaching program, which actually is like what I'm doing right now times 10. Okay, multiple businesses that have signed up for that across 6 to 7 figures just by applying my copywriting techniques and connecting it to YouTube. But what you're going to see on those pages, which you can go look at afterwards, is you're going to see that I provide people, not so much in the iron one, the consulting one, but on the Hyros one, I give them multiple other videos so they can kind of pick their poison. They can pick how they're being sold to. So for example, a person that's really interested in saving money on their ads, there's a video just for them. A person that's interested in AI optimization of their ads, there's a video just for them. And so I tell them, hey, you don't need to watch this video. What you could actually do is just skip to the problem you're actually having, and I'll tell you all about how to fix that. It's extremely powerful on this page. So I'm more than happy to go into more detail with you. But let me tell you why Hyros works so well and how people are able to scale much further, save money on their ads, and get customers much cheaper with AI. Because I know so far this probably sounds like buzzwords, but it's actually not that complicated. It's not that sexy. It's actually quite simple. Let me explain. First off, my name is Becker. Okay, so you can see that I really just laid on the benefits and that what I'm saying is true in the beginning of the video. There's no point in me introducing myself or showing them things until they know it's true. Now, what my goal is right here is you're going to notice the way that I explain Hyros and what it does is extremely simple. I could go into the layers of tracking we have and the tech behind it that we've been developing for literally years, where I can get into why technically it's better than Facebook tracking. You can just look at the results. But people, you need to understand that when you're selling, your goal is not to teach people things, and that's not in a negative way. If you teach someone something like I'm teaching you right now, you're probably feeling a little bit confused and overwhelmed. That's a sign that you're learning. Discomfort is a sign that you're learning. That's not a good place for a person to be when they want to buy. What you want to do when you're selling something is you want to explain it in a way where the goal is easy understanding and comfortableness with the idea. You don't want deep understanding, you want an understanding of the core concept. Because before people buy something, first they need to understand that it's true, but what they also need to deeply, deeply feel is that they get it. Okay, for the reason why people don't buy Bitcoin, and the big shift between a person buying Bitcoin and not buying Bitcoin, is they get it. Once a person gets Bitcoin, they buy tons of it. And they don't need to understand it. No one really understands the deep ways that Bitcoin works. I understand it pretty well, but even I don't, okay? And I've made a ton of money on Bitcoin. So what you want to do when you're explaining something is you don't go deep into it. You need to explain why. What people need to know before they buy is they need to have a why. If people have a why behind their actions, then they can do them much easier. People don't just do actions. They have to always justify it. So what I'm about to do here is explain why they should listen to me. Okay, that's why you introduce yourself. You don't introduce yourself just so people get to know you. You introduce yourself so people know why they should listen to you. And then I'm going to explain Hyros in very simple ways, extremely quick, easy ways, because the person watching this doesn't care about the deep things. More importantly, if I explain the deep things, they'll get confused. If they're in a state of confusion, they won't book a call. I want them to be in a state of comfort and easy understanding. So I'm going to keep everything very, very simple, and that's how you should always sell. Never go deep into it. You can do the deep stuff maybe on the phone call. I'm the CEO of Hyros, and over the course of my career, I've grown multiple businesses to 7 and 8 figures purely using ads. I've spent tens of millions of dollars on ads over the course of my career, and frankly, there was always one problem that stopped me from growing my businesses. It always stopped me from scaling to the next level. So you can see what I'm doing right here is I introduce myself, but I'm also telling a story. The reason why you want to tell stories is because you can't tell people certain things. You can't make people understand something by telling them to understand it. What you need to do is you tell a story that a person can relate to. And when you tell a story, the person's thinking about themselves. And I'm telling the story, my story, which is actually true, unlike other sales videos. Most people tell a story where they came out of a dumpster and then got chased by a bear, and that's how they put on 50 pounds of muscle. In this story, I'm telling them a problem that I had and describing the problem, and it's a problem that I know they have as well. And so this is how we build the connection, and they start to understand what Hyros does and what it solves. So I just said, you know, Hyros going to solve that tracking problem you got. They're going to think, oh, you know, tracking. If I say, man, you know, this is the problem I had, and here's how it affected me, and it was just terrible, and, you know, it used to come to my house and pull my pants down at parties. They're going to be like, you know, I've felt that same exact way. And then when I present the solution and go, oh, now I understand the solution to how I'm feeling. You have to inceptionalize people. You can't tell people anything. You have to get people to come to the conclusions on their own in their head. And that's why stories are so impactful. It also wasted hundreds of thousands, actually millions of dollars worth of ad spend over my career, and it kind of makes me sick to talk about it, but I did finally fix this. In fact, I invested tens of thousands of dollars up front to develop something like Hyros to fix this problem, and it was the best investment I ever made because it fixed this problem. Here's what the problem is. Ad platform tracking data, the results and attribution of your sales, meaning if you spend $1 and it reports on the sales that were created by that $1 in ad spend, it's not accurate. You've probably already noticed this, and if you're wondering why that's the case, there's a video that breaks down all the technical details of ad platform. So you can see I did something pretty clever here. I'm not going to, I did something okay here. I hate complimenting myself. All right, so look, there are going to be people that watch this that are technical freaks. We get a few of those at Hyros. That's fine. I want them to go somewhere else and sell themselves on their technical stuff. So all the technical stuff is actually below this video. They can go and actually check that out. I'm not going to do that here because it's going to scare away 90% of people. But I'm like, hey, man, you know, if you're one of the people that has these thoughts going on in your head, here's a video just for you. Go scoot over there. And then these people will go do that. But I don't want them, or what I want these people also to do, here's another thing you want them to understand. If you say, I'll get to it later, it's almost as good as solving the problem. Now, this can be used in very misleading ways. But if you address what a person's saying, like, hey, I know you're probably thinking, what's the technical stuff behind this? I completely understand that, but that would take me 20 minutes to explain. I have it fully answered below for you. Most people just accept that and they never read the technical stuff. Okay, I'm laughing about it because this is just what I do as well. This is what everybody does. If you address what a person's thinking and then say, look, I'll solve that later, they'll put that problem away. Most of the time. Not always, but most of the time. And so what you want to do with problems that prevent a sale and just take way too much explaining and detract from the overall goal of what you're going to, because I want to wrap this up in about 7 minutes. Okay, you can see about 9 minutes is where I really start hammering down the call. So I want to get through this as fast as possible and get to the thing that's actually going to make them buy. Me talking about the technicals behind it isn't going to make them buy, so I graze over it while addressing the problem. Tracking versus Hyros tracking. Here's the short of it. Ad platform tracking is only working with one data point, that click from the ad. And then what also happens is on mobile phones and on desktop browsers, their tracking is constantly being wiped. People are changing their devices. And long story short, it's hard to get an accurate reading of what ad generated what sale or even catch most of the sales coming in. In fact, when I look at most user sales, on average, most people are missing 30 to 50% of their attributed sales from their ad platforms. And long story short, this causes inaccurate data. For example, look at this. So look at this. It's going to make it clear as day. I'm displaying all my Hyros tracking results inside of... All right, so I'm going to kind of skim through the videos of me going through Hyros. Okay, but what you're going to see in this is I basically go and I know what my customers... I've presented... I've convinced the person that what I'm saying is true. I've made them understand the problem that they have and that I had the problem too. And I've made them go, okay, I get the problem. So now that they are going, okay, I have this problem too that this same guy has, and this same guy fixed it. What I'm going to do now when I show the demo is I need to understand the three things the customer's most interested in. And what I show them is me fixing these three things. So when I brought up this problem, what most people are thinking about, and this video is based on me just watching Hyros customers and watching them talk, is they care about making more money on their ads, they care about not wasting money on their ads, and they care about their ads being more effective in getting customers cheaper. That's solved at Hyros The first two easily. So I demonstrate that. I show in this first one right here. All right, here's me literally going and missing tons of money making opportunities because I didn't see the sales on an ad. I had one ad that was putting out a 500% ROI and I didn't invest in it because I couldn't see the sales coming in. Then I show them the next problem they have. Okay, here's how you save money. Look at all these ads I spent money on. It didn't actually generate an ROI, but I spent money on them because I couldn't see all my sales coming in, and they sometimes worked, they sometimes didn't. So I assumed sales was coming from them. I also go and total this up. I want to not show what I'm doing right here, but I want to explain what I do is I total up how much money they can gain and they are losing. Okay, so for example, if they're spending $100,000 a month on ads, I show them, hey, look, if you see the correct data coming in, you'll easily be able to make an extra 20% on ads. That's an extra $20,000 a month. And people do this all the time. What I'm doing right here, I want to stress that you can use exactly what I'm doing here to blow smoke up people's butts. I want to stress what I'm doing here at Hyros is I'm showing people the low ends. I've seen people double, triple their business when they come to Hyros, but I'm not going to tell people that. And you really don't want to work with crazy results like that either, because then what happens is people think you're crazy. If I just put out something very reasonable and I do basic math, you're spending $100,000 a month on ads to do a 2x ROI. So look, if you see the right sales data coming in and you can start investing more in the right ads, easily increase your business by 15 to 20%. Now, look at all that money I waste on here. I'm spending $6,000 a day and I'm wasting $2,000 a day of it. You can see it right here. And then I show proof of me turning off all the bad ads and then making the same amount. So I just took $60,000 a month, or actually, yeah, $60,000 a month in savings just by turning these ads off. With your business spending $100,000 a month, that's an easy extra $10,000 to $20,000 a month. And then finally, if you plug this all in the AI and you find the right customers, that's easily going to reduce your cost per customer 10 to 15%. That's another $15,000 to $20,000 a month. And when I'm on a sales call with people and when I'm doing this video, I break down these numbers because these numbers aren't unreasonable. If you move the needle in a few directions with ads, this is what happens. So what I do in this video is I break that down. I say, look, if you have a $100,000 per month business, let's take away that $60,000 a month extra you can make. Let's just take it down to $20,000. Reasonable, low end, that's an extra $200,000 a year saved and gained in your pocket combined. Do you want that $200,000? Yeah, you do. So why don't you book a call and we'll show you how to get that. And then Hyros is a fraction of that. If you sign up for Hyros, spending $100,000 a month, it's going to cost you 1% of that extra money that you made. That's after I prove what I'm saying is true, once I've identified the problem the person's having, then once I prove it can be fixed and I use the math behind it to justify it, I am hitting them emotionally because they're afraid of loss and not getting what they want, and also logically at the same time. And this is where the pitch hits. This is where the pitch hits, because it's just like I put if it's $100,000 a month ad spend business, I just put $200,000 extra a year on the table. I said, do you want it? They go, yeah. And I go, good. Because if you sign up for, I actually go for the call again midway once I've made this point. It becomes very obvious what I'm doing about 7 minutes in. I put the $200,000 on the table. Okay, and I say, do you want it? And they say, yeah. I say, good, because I guarantee you're going to get that or you don't pay for Hyros. And they go, what? That's what I do at this point right here. I'm not really going to, you can go and actually watch the rest of this video. If you click the page below. But what I do for the rest of the video after I prove the point and show it being solved with Hyros is the entire pitch is, look, there's $200,000 on the table. Hyros has a 90-day refund guarantee. If you aren't happy, you don't even if you see results, if you're not happy, you don't pay for it. Here's not hundreds below this, but there are hundreds of people on Hyros who've gotten these results. Here's a countless amount of people you know, big brands that are saying this is true as well. So why don't you hop on a call, and in worst case scenario, we get on the call and we look at your tracking and we help you out. We point out where you might be having gaps. But more importantly, on the call, you're not going to be closed. You're not going to be hard closed because frankly, if we can't get you results and we don't believe we can help you, there's no point for us to sell to you because then you're going to refund and we're going to waste all of our team's time. So let's take a look at your business. Let's find out where the gaps are and you're losing money. And then let's make you that extra $200,000. And if you don't make it, you don't pay for it. How does that sound? I'm selling a person a $100 bill for $20, and also that $20 is risk-free. A person that wants to make more money from their ads, which is the target customer of this video, and you're going to see me do this for the rest of the video. I'm just going to start breaking down math of how much money they're losing, how much money they could gain, and then showing them basically like you're just a goof troop. Like you could make an extra 10% this year just hopping on a call and letting us plug Hyros in for you. That's the position you want people to be in, where it is completely illogical and goofy for them not to take you up on it. It'd be like, dude, there's $200,000 on the table. Are you going to walk across the room, pick it up? We will carry you to the $200,000 if you want. And if for some reason you can't pick it up, it's too heavy or something, you don't lose anything. You could just sit here and sprawl out, and just say, yes, we'll pick you up, we'll take you to it. Why would you not take us up on that? That's how, if you look at the end of your pitch and you can't think, man, it would be illogical. It'd be insane for someone not to hop on a call if they're our target customer. Insane. It'd be pointless. Why would you not? Then you're in a good place. If you can't say that, that's when you're going to have trouble. That's when you're going to have trouble. So this is a breakdown of the sales video. I only want to do this first because what you're going to see at the end of the sales video is kind of a closing pattern. And if enough people post yes below, I'll make a video on the closing pattern, okay? If enough people comment and put yes below. If we get 200 yeses, because this channel doesn't get as many views as my other channel, I'll make the closing video. Okay, but you can also just go watch this video. I'll actually just add the rest of this video to this video so you can watch the rest of it, and then I'll do a breakdown of the closing pattern if you guys want me to. That being said, guys, this has been Alex Becker. I'm going to leave the video right now. I'll let you watch the rest of it because the closing pattern right here is something you can easily recreate. It's very simple. Okay, you can just watch it and just do exactly what I'm doing right here. The magic is this 7 minutes right here. That also being said, look, if what I described here with Hyros tracking, you relate to that, why don't you come book a call for Hyros below and we can make you that extra money. Like we guarantee it. We literally guarantee it. Also, if you want help with your ads and you want actual coaching on me, you want to go through and see everything I'm doing in my businesses, from the ads to the copywriting of the ads, how I run them, how I bid and buy the ads, how I make videos like this generate an extra $20,000, $30,000 per day for my business, go and also sign up for a consulting call with me below. We'll talk about exactly how you can go and get your ads on YouTube, all the copywriting behind it, how you can scale your ads on Facebook as well, everything. And if you go and click that video below, you'll see, just like I talked about, an endless amount of results of people who've gotten 6- and 7-figure results. So that being said, this has been Alex. I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Chill, man. Take it easy. I'll see you around. This means literally that you're going to turn off ads that are actually generating you a lot of profit. You just can't see the profit coming in. You're going to go and invest money in ads that are actually not generating you profit through false reporting of sales that didn't actually happen, or just not being sure of what ads you can turn off. And then finally, you're going to take all this data and you're going to feed this back to your ad platform AI like you are already doing, and this is going to give your ad platform AI bad data. When an AI gets bad data, it is not as accurate as it could be. And because of that, it's going to use this bad data and become less efficient at finding you customers. And when an AI is less efficient at finding you customers, it costs more to acquire a customer because the targeting is not accurate. It's not as on point as it needs to be. And to put it in the most simple way possible, that is exactly what Hyros fixes. It takes all those problems, puts them in a box, and smashes them with a hammer and says you never have to deal with this ever again. Because what it does is it uses print tracking to give you the highest level of ad attribution possible. When you see this means you're working with correct data. And when you have correct data, you're going to make correct ad buying decisions. This means you're going to spot the ads that are actually making you money and keep investing on them, thus increase your scale. You're going to clearly see the ads that are wasting your money and turn them off, thus eliminating waste. And then you're going to pass this data back from Hyros in our print tracking system into your ad platform AIs on the ad platforms you're using, which are the big ones. And this will make your AIs better and allow you to get customers cheaper. And this is all done without you making any changes in your business. In fact, it takes a couple minutes to set up. If you're new to it, it takes seconds if you know what you're doing. And by the way, our entire staff of analysts knows what they're doing, and they'll help you set this up literally same day. You could have it done literally after this video if you book a call with us today. And when people book a call with us and have us set up Hyros with them, you've seen the results all over the page. You've seen the big brands doing this. And the reason why you see so many people hopping on Hyros, and the reason why we can guarantee these results with our 90-day guarantee is because On the low end, the average user that comes and completes setup with Hyros is able to scale at least 20% further. On the low end, they're able to save at least 15% of their ad spend. And once you have the data coming in, the AI becomes more efficient by default. And that is such a huge advantage when it comes to buying ads, and is so much more ROI and revenue in your pocket. Think about it. Take how much money you spend every single year on ads, and then also think about the standard ROI. Even on a low-end business, it's only spending $100,000 a year on ads. At a 2x ROI, the savings and gain is immense. At that 2x ROI, if you're able to scale just 20% further, that's $40,000 in extra revenue they're going to make per year. And with the savings of 15%, that's an extra $15,000 per year put back in the business's pocket as pure profit, because it's not being spent on ad spend anymore without any losses in sales. And then when you go and cut the cost to acquire a customer from the ads by using this data with AI, I'm not even going to give you any more numbers. I don't want to hype this up anymore. I think you can look at the potential right there. And that's potential, again, that we guarantee. That's potential that so many other people that you've already seen on this page, and we can show you literally a folder with hundreds of more testimonials, have gotten. And that's all from taking 2 seconds to book a free demo with us and having us set up Hyros for them. Again, 0 changes to their business, and Hyros can take minutes to set up. This is why, as an ad runner, a media buyer, to someone who is also a media buyer, or at least buying a lot of ads for the business, I'm begging you right now, go below and click the Setup Now button. Book a free call with us. You will hop on the call with us. It's not going to be some high pressure call where we try and force Hyros on you. We're going to look at your business, and we're going to look at what you want to accomplish. Do you want to scale further? Do you want to save money? Do you want to have AI optimization on your business so that you get customers cheaper? We'll take that into account and then look at your business, the tools you're using, the systems you're using, and see exactly how we could plug Hyros into it and actually go and accomplish those goals for you. We'll look at your business and say, this is where you could get massive gains from. This is where you get massive gains from. On top of that, if we're a bad fit, we'll just tell you we're a bad fit. However, if we are a good fit, we'll say also, Hyros would be a really good fit for you. And by the way, we can guarantee that good fit. Or you don't pay. Would you be interested in coming on Hyros and us setting this up for you without any changes to your business? And us helping you set this up, often in minutes, same day after people come on, and then being guided on how to use Hyros to get these type of results for your business. If that sounds good to you, boom, you hop on Hyros. Done deal. Let's get going. Let's go and achieve all these things we've talked about in this video. And at that point, that's it. You're on the same exact track of all the big businesses you've seen on this page. All the 6, 7, and 8, and 9-figure businesses are reporting all the results that I've talked about in this video. And if you're unsure about anything on this demo, you'll be able to see Hyros live in action. We'll show you us using it on ad accounts, show you us using it on every major platform, show us using it on all different types of business types, e-commerce, webinars, sales call funnels, info products, you name it, we've set up Hyros for it. And you'll be able to grill us and ask us any question, dig into any type of information that you want to get on it. And if it sounds good to you, there's an absolutely no pressure chance for you to just hop on and have this set up for you. And again, at Hyros, it's very important to us that all of our customers are good fits for us too. So if you're not a good fit and we don't believe that we can guarantee results, we'll just tell you, and that's it. While also showing you exactly where you can save a ton of money on your ads and scale even further without using Hyros, because we know enough about ad accounts to spot where the waste and scale opportunity is. Go below this video, click the Setup Now button, and book a call. If you want more details, you want to get more detailed explanations on how we get these results, there are 3 videos below this video that will talk about how we scale, how we save money, and how we use AI to optimize our ads. If you have specific tech questions, or you're one of the people that needs all the little tiny details before booking a call, at the bottom of this page is a clear FAQ section that breaks down things like why our tracking works better than ad platform tracking, why we're better than other solutions, and everything else you could possibly be wondering. And on that note, that's all I have for you in this video. At Hyros, I am so proud of what we've built here. I'm so proud of all the results we've gotten all of our customers. And frankly, I'm so pumped of how it's turned out, because every single day we get to work on our mission, which is building technology that makes profitable decisions clear for digital business owners. And I can't wait for you to come on board Hyros and be a part of that mission with us. So that being said, this has been Alex Becker. I'm the CEO of Hyros. Please go book a call with us below. It's going to help your business out so much. We guarantee that. No, literally, like I've said a million times in this video, we have a 90-day guarantee. If you're not 100% thrilled with Hyros, you have literally an entire quarter to make sure it's for you and to make sure that you're going to get the exact results that I've talked about in this video. So I'll see you in the next few videos, or hopefully I'll just see you on the next page as you book a call. Take it easy.